like
Oh,
it don't even disconnect anymore. Like
yeah.
sometimes
What's going on,
my
chat?
only problem was when it was disconnected from the internet during my streams. That's what was pissing me off. But I don't get that anymore. But
Yeah,
I noticed something like when I turn OBS on, like sometimes when I turn a certain program on, it just start flickering like crazy, and then it'll stop.
that's weird. That shit is so weird, man. And
Like,
what I thought was a simple fix there, I think at this point, I'm leaning more towards it could be something hardware related, a wire shortage, something really tiny. I feel like at this point, because we've exhausted pretty much every scenario.
okay, I gotta stop. I don't know why. That's another thing about Instagram. If anybody just
Hey, man,
because I
I
know
will
it
say,
be
man,
pages that I don't follow. I post like some pod stuff on there every once in a while.
sure.
I'm not fully invested in it anymore, but they keep making me follow Dragon Ball pages and this shit pissing me off.
Come on, man, don't just accept the Dragon Ball Z. You know, just accept them.
Dragon Ball fandom is starting to become it's almost up there right under PlayStation. I think it is.
What kind of fan? What part of the fandom are you interacting with?
Bruh, the worst kind, bruh. The one that think Goku is the end all be all of everything, bruh. He's a dummy. Like he's a dumbass. He's just strong, bruh. It's the old anime trope of 1999 that people refuse to let go.
You know,
Oh, I'm just gonna keep getting stronger and stronger and
that's a good question,
stronger.
man. Let me ask you something about anime in general, right? Do you feel like the fact that it's gone pretty much mainstream in pop culture now, the anime is anyway, you know, because we're the kids that grew up with it, or you know, the generation
Oh, it's
under us is
beyond
on us.
mainstream now. It's
Do
beyond
you feel
mainstream
like that
now.
has kind of like invited a lot of this toxicity, negativity?
Of course,
You know,
that's how it works. That's how the cycle works.
I
It's
feel like
like
there was some sort of influence there. You know,
there's a divide because when this is exactly what happens, right? You have the niche crowd of people who were into anime way back in the day when you got made fun of.
hmm
Oh, you're the kid who watched the weird cartoons, or whatever the case may be. That's how it was for me, especially growing up in Detroit. Like,
yeah,
and so I remember when people Dragon Ball was like a slow burning thing. Like when I would say like around high school, a little bit after high school,
yeah.
you know, everybody slowly started catching on because people don't remember. It was a time when like cartoons was just it was a dumpster fire. I think the only thing we had was like the animated Batman series and Dragon Ball. Like it wasn't a lot of good cartoons out, or they were showing like a lot of reruns. I remember this.
I'm
And
sorry, man.
so,
I'm laughing at BZ in the chat. Hey,
oh, Beezy,
oh,
hello.
dude. Welcome to episode
What's up,
167,
Beezy?
guys. By the way, man.
What's up, bees? The bee's knees of
uh,
Beezy.
I'm sorry,
But
man. But
yeah,
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
no. So we like, you know, I say that to say this. Like, you had the people who kind of got ridiculed for it, grew up with it, and
Mhm.
then they turned it to like the purist.
Right.
And then now you got this new wave of people, like and I'm not putting this like on a Michael B. Jordan or nothing, but like as far as I can recall, he was one of the like people of influence to start really like speaking about anime. Then you had like Megan Thee Stallion. She was like doing a lot of cosplay at one time.
Yeah,
You know, it
she was real
started
big
to
into her My Hero Academia
yeah, it
thing. Yeah.
slowly like you had like movie stars and stuff slowly start coming out. And if you look at their age range, you kind of understand, like, okay, like a Michael B and them, like they kind of
Yeah.
were really young, when they found out about anime. So you have like the purists, then you have like the newer people who's just getting into it, and that causes a divide. Because purists, I ain't gonna lie, purists could be the worst. Like they're
Yes.
gatekeepy and oh, y'all wasn't on this and blah blah blah. Hey man, let the people in. Just let the people in, man. Don't be
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
I hate people like that. Like because them, let the people in because I mean, it just make it better for everybody. Really, we can all enjoy this shit. Look at One Piece. One Piece is doing phenomenal on Netflix.
Oh.
The
Oh
live action,
man.
and
Yeah.
you have people saying they've never watched anime, and like now they're going to watch One Piece. Like they never watched
It's
anime until
so
they saw it. They was like, oh, this came from an anime.
and I think that's one thing worth pointing out too, that I will give Netflix just a little bit of credit on that, because they did not give up on making live action or securing the rights to show these shows, because they had quite a few before One Piece that were not
Yeah.
reviewed very well. You know, you had Bleach,
Let's not forget Gantz.
you had Gantz. There were a couple that came out over the last couple of years that really just kind of just fell flat. But I haven't started watching it yet. I'm saving, like I told you guys, I'm saving it for tomorrow. I was thinking about doing maybe making some reaction content out of it, so we'll see. But it's just really interesting that they never stopped pursuing that, you know, particular part of the industry. And you know, just like you said, everyone's really liking it. I mean, One Piece is up just in general. You know, the anime's going crazy right now, all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really interesting. It's I just wanted to ask because I don't know. I feel like we're getting in this point where there's too much to watch, too much to choose from at any given point. And just like you said, people are so defensive of the stuff that they love when it comes to anime. I mean, Boruto lovers will fight you to death, no matter how wrong they are. Because I'm telling y'all, they are wrong. It's a bad show. But
I mean, we could talk about it. Let's talk about that.
It is.
Boruto, the problem, like I said before, I don't know if I said this on other podcasts, but one of the problems that they have on Boruto is you thought Dragon Ball had bad power scaling. Boruto is like it's so to the point where
Yeah.
like it's so bad, and like Shikamaru just became the Hokage, and that doesn't make sense in itself. Like he was a good advisor, but the village is down bad, right? Because you think
Yeah.
outside of him, who else could have been like the Hokage? Sasuke's gone again. I don't know where the hell he went.
He's always missing.
Bro,
Always.
he up there with Goku. He's a bad dad. Him and Goku are trash dads.
Yeah.
Trash anime dads, bro.
He's just a rolling stone through.
You have a
through the
daughter,
villages.
for God's sake, bro. A daughter with burning red eyes. She needs you, Sasuke. Sasuke never cared. I think he settled for Sakura. Let's be real.
Come on, man. Not
He settled, bro.
not
He
settled.
He was like, you know what? She's just been chasing me all this time. You know,
everyone else gave up. Yeah,
everyone else in the village hates me because I tried to burn this bitch down.
I'm missing an arm. It's not too many women that are gonna really go for me anymore. I'm not the cool kid.
He the only one like a wooden arm.
That would be awful, man. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I don't know. Lately, me personally, I've just been feeling kind of overloaded with all the content there is, that I've just really been like pulling back on watching stuff. Do you ever feel like have you felt like that lately? Like there's too much to watch at any given point, and there's always...
Oh well, you talking to somebody who just got rid of all of his apps. Only thing I have left, like I had too much. Like I had Hulu, HBO, freaking whatever you could name. I had Netflix. I just got rid of all that shit because the prices went up, and I'm like, nah, do I really need this? Because I'm always working. Like I do used to watch shows. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get my Hulu back when Bear season 2 come out, whenever that happens because of the strike. But
support the SAG-AFTRA strike.
Yeah. For sure, do that. Yeah. That's why I got rid of all my stuff too. Yeah, I was like, I stand with them, so I'm getting rid of all my shit. But that's like no. Oh, you know what I started watching? Made in Abyss. Oh my god.
I hear that's a really good show. That's the one with the little kids, right?
Don't let the little cute characters fool you. That show, that anime,
it's really sad.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, it's depressing. That shit, bro. That anime, the way that people die.
That's on Amazon, right? That one, or what is it on? Crunchyroll, maybe.
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
That's where I watch it with ads because I stopped paying for that too. I'll take some commercials. I'm fine.
I
watch
it.
Twitch. Hey, I watch Twitch. You know, they show a goddamn ad every 2 minutes on people's stuff.
You get 7 ads in a row nowadays, yeah.
So, hey, if you want a good anime, Made in Abyss, like, it's like, oh man, it's so. I don't want to say it's depressing because that's gonna turn people off to it, but
There's some real stuff that goes down. Some real
it's
emotional
some
stuff.
real reality pushing boundaries in that shit. Like, you know how people go on these happy go lucky adventures and nah, man, they be getting caught up in some shit. And you see the characters and you would think this is like the most what do you GB what the hell you call that?
What's that?
Um the real cutesy like characters.
Oh, Uwu,
I get
Lolicon characters, I guess.
all of
Yeah,
that, lolly, uwu,
whatever that. Yeah,
chobi, chibi, chabi,
chibi. Yeah,
whatever you
chibi.
call it,
Yeah, sure. Little
chibi. Like
miniature
you,
characters. Yeah,
yeah,
gotcha.
you will look at it and you will be like, what? Like you look at you see these cute little characters, but they die in such horrific fashion.
It's very mature content. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's very mature. The characters will throw you off, but the subjects and stuff and oh,
I've
like
heard good things about Made in Abyss before, but I've never
it
taken the
was
time to
one
watch it.
part for I'll give you one example. It was one part where it was like they were fighting something or trying to get away from like this porcupine like monster, and it was shooting its little pricklies at them. And the
The
dude put up like
pricklies.
a shield or whatever, and it went through.
Oh
It didn't
no.
hit him, but it went through one of his hand,
Mm.
and so it was poison.
Ouch.
So it was like before, like her hand swole up like to the size of a bat. Like it was
Ouch.
like he was like we gotta get her like we gotta take her arm off before it spreads through her body. And they put it on a rock, bro.
And chopped her arm
They
off.
put her
That's
arm on a
gnarly.
rock. No, they took a brick, bro.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
gnarly.
wild. And then she started screaming. The way she was screaming, they took that brick to her arm, and then they like once they broke the arm, they was like they took a knife. It's crazy. Uh, like I was like, oh my god, I had to fast forward it. I was like, what the?
That's so
But
funny.
yeah, it's good though. Besides that, but it's real life situation. I don't want to say like it's too gory, but yeah, it shit get real on there, man.
Yeah. I've heard some really good stuff about it, man. It's been out for a couple years
But the
too.
story and stuff is good.
Yeah.
Like so far as like the story is like pretty good. Like so that's something I've been watching.
We're
I
gonna
need a
get,
little.
we're gonna get you back on One Piece too. It's all right. I didn't forget.
I watched the episode of One Piece. I'm at episode 14 now.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy,
One
guys.
episode. By the time I'm 55, I'll be to finish the big
Only
piece,
yeah. There you
or
go.
it will finish me.
It'll be your greatest life achievement, man.
But
Once
you see
you
Netflix, they got a hit, and they like, oh, we can come out with another season next year. Like them boys
oh, they're
rushing.
gonna do that
Like
100%. Yeah, I think so.
they
That's
got it. I think they already had the episodes in the tuck. I just think they wanted to see if it was gonna hit with the people.
yeah, we'll see, man. We shall see, man. But that's cool though. Yeah, I'm gonna check that stuff out. That gives me a list of at least some things, man. I want to talk about what you've been playing, bro, because I'm surprised you picked this game up over the last week.
Oh, I'm back in the skies, baby.
And that's No Man's Sky. I guess you got a little inspired playing StarField. Is that what really sparked your
The lack
curiosity?
of flying in Starfield is what pushed me to No Man's Sky. I need to get in my plane and fly. All right. I like flying to different planets, flying through the atmosphere, crashing into mountains. You know what I'm saying? Looking for a place smooth enough to land my groovy plane.
Right.
I really feel like Cowboy Bebop when I'm playing No Man's Sky. You know what
Oh,
I'm
good
saying?
reference. I like that.
And they got wild aggressive with they added a lot of different enemy types and stuff since the last time I played. Because the last time I played, it was more or less about just discovering planets and trying to survive and
Yeah,
stuff like
it was
that.
really not combat wasn't the highlight. And I'll say the same thing because I haven't played in a couple years myself, but I've
No,
kind of
it's
kept up a little bit with it here and there. It's cool to see that the game's taking off the way it has, man. So did you start over or did you just continue? You continued
Oh
your
no, I roughed it. I thugged it out, man.
yeah,
Because at first I almost wanted to start over because No Man's Sky is one of them games where there's a lot of moving parts.
right,
Like you're constant like resources, like you're constantly building resources to build other resources to build other resources. Like for example, like if you haven't played No Man's Sky, like your main resource is like carbon. carbon
Yeah,
dioxide, shit
yeah.
like
It's like
that.
the basic, yeah, building block.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so you use that to fuel your mining gun. And your mining gun is obviously how you mine to get all your different resources and stuff. So it's a constant grind, but once you set yourself up, it's not that bad. Like when you first start off, it could be a little bit overwhelming, but once you get certain things set up and put in place, like once I build my city and get the generators up and stuff, you start churning out this stuff like
Yeah,
butter.
you start making
But
money. Yeah, start making
yeah,
those
so
creds.
I do look to play StarField today. I think I'm going to do a mixture of two. I'm gonna play a little bit of StarField and I'm gonna play a little bit of No Man's Sky because No Man's Sky just really give me my flying fix. Like,
Yeah,
you could just be. I was sitting somewhere reading up on some materials that I needed. I'm just sitting on the west side of the sun, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of this slip space, comes like these asshole sky pirates, and I'm getting attacked by like 5 or 6 different ships, and I'm like, and then here come the
that's pretty crazy.
intergalactic police, as I like to call them, because they came and they started helping me. Then all of a sudden, I'm just in this big ass battle. I'm like,
You
I
just
just
ended up in
wanted
some
to.
sort of some
Oh
some
yeah,
sort of
and
space
then yeah,
skirmish. That's actually pretty cool.
my ship got shot down. Then I fell to the
So
fell
you're
to the
so you're
planet.
not a pirate in No Man's Sky, but you are a pirate in Starfield, right?
Yes, I'm a pie guy
So
in
you
Starfield.
that's interesting, man. I mean, I think I think I'd be down to play it again. Like I said, I have not played No
I
Man's
be
Sky.
podcasting at this time. Why you calling here? Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, it's pod time. Oh, sorry, that was my sister.
Oh, you're good, man. Hello, sister. Now she's required to listen to the episode to find that timestamp. You have to tell her that. But yeah, man, No Man's Sky is just like the gift that keeps on giving, and all the updates are free. So you get you get a lot of game for what it is nowadays, and I was just curious if that's what made you go back to it, man, because I do feel like we're still a long ways away from anybody ever getting close to what No Man's Sky does in terms of like scale for like space games without the intervention of AI.
And the
Right?
crazy thing is, right? They literally said you could. It was like the whole world could literally play this game, and you can go without seeing anyone. That's how big the game
Yeah,
is. I
and
want y'all to listen to that
shit is
again.
ridiculous
The whole world can play this game. If the whole world got
every day.
online and played this game, there's likely a chance you won't see anyone because the game is so big. I
Yeah.
don't understand. I'm still trying to get the logistics of how this shit is possible, and it's only 14 gigs.
How it runs so good, right? Yeah.
I'm just so
Yeah, I think I'm
I've
gonna start
tried
playing it
to,
again, man. It just looks fun, and
and it did, like, if you're a person like me, like anybody who knows me from Forge to whatever, if there's anything in a game that can be built, like I'm there. Like I
right.
would just build houses and dumb. I like what's that? Minecraft. Like I've sat in Minecraft servers and built whole castles and weird stuff like
That's just
that.
your thing,
So
though, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Like
I'm
that's
building. Once I find a perfect planet here, I plan on building a city. It's going to be called
nice.
DC's Utopia. Nah, that name's kind of whack, but I got to workshop that name. That name is trash,
It
but
could be Langtopolis or
mm,
something. Ooh, something powerful.
nah, I don't know if I want top or like a utopia or I don't know. I want something
Yeah,
totally just like unpredictable. Like it'll
but
just
that's
be
cool.
called
Yeah,
Kino Waypoint Alpha. I don't know, like something crazy.
something tight like that. Yeah, that's cool, man. And I don't know. So let me because I did see the tweets you put out about Starfield. Speaking of space games, and you seem like you're running out of steam on it at this point, huh? That's where you kind of landing with it.
No, now that I got my flight fix, like now that I got my flying fix out of the way, I'm gonna go back to play it because I've been seeing a lot of cool things, and I
Yeah,
just want to clear this up. I do like No Man's Sky. I mean, I keep saying No Man's Sky. Starfield. I
Starfield.
do
Yeah,
like Starfield. I think it's a good game. It could be a great game if they fix the stuff that I harped on last episode. Go check that episode out. Episode 166, First Impressions, Starfield.
yes,
But
please.
yeah, if it could have been a amazing game if they would have just did that, but I don't have anything against StarField. I think it's a great game. I think it's a game that I will be playing for a while because I did play Skyrim for a while. It seems like there is a lot to discover
Yeah.
because I see stuff popping up every day on my timeline. Oh, this mission, man, you gotta do this. This is crazy. This is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Oh, if you link up with this faction or guild or whatever they call them in space, or you could be a space marine, or you can, you could be a bodyguard, and all. It's like that's what I like about the game because you constantly see
There's
like,
such a plethora of choice in the game, yeah, and it's cool. Like it's just like you
yeah,
said, like you can be your own person. And I don't know, like I feel like Starfield, because I want to say I am, God, maybe 15 hours hours in, if that.
hmm
And I just got lost in a side quest, and I think it's some of the best like side quest content I've played in an
but
RPG, like
hmm
probably ever. You know what I mean? Like,
salute to Bethesda, man. Like I always say, they get those right, man.
yeah,
That's one of their strong. That's one of their really, really strong points, man. And I definitely look forward to getting back into it today because
yeah.
I think it was Shroud. I want to say, was it Shroud who said he went on what he thought was a simple side quest that took him across three galaxies.
Yeah, yeah,
He was like, bro,
yeah.
like what? He was like, it was almost a game inside of a game. Like, and just to let y'all know, man, yeah, you're gonna be playing Starfield for a while.
I'm not
It's
rushing through it. I'm absolutely not
it
rushing
is
through
that
it.
even if you try to rush, like because they were saying like this was supposed to be like, bigger than Skyrim and stuff. And Skyrim's like that. Like it just keeps going. Like you just I swear it has like a mission generator in that game or something. Cause it's just like I don't know anyone who just like
Yeah.
done everything in a Skyrim, like everything. So I look forward to seeing what crazy missions, I'm pretty sure in the future we're going to talk about it, because it's still kind of fresh.
Oh heck yeah, we are, man. Like,
It's still kind of fresh, so I still don't want to say too much because people who didn't get the early release are starting to trickle in. Well, not trickle in, they're here now because they got it
yep, 3 days
what?
ago.
Yeah.
The
So they got it like
it's
3
on
days
Game Pass.
ago.
For those of you who don't know, it's on Game Pass as well. So check
Yeah,
that
so
out.
people are starting to play. I feel like by the time, about a good roughly a month or so,
Mhm.
then, you know, we'll just come across the stuff where we discussing these crazy missions that we've been on. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I said, I just had to jump to No Man's Sky to get my little
And
fix,
there's
my
nothing
little
wrong with that,
thing.
man. Get your space fix, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got to get my flying. It was really important to me, okay? Because some people like, well, I don't, you know, shout out to losing my mind. She's my RPG discusser. I made up a word. Yeah. Because she was like, I don't really harp on the flying like that. It don't matter to me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's cool. But I went in there to fly, baby. I want to soar. You know what I'm saying? I want to soar into the sun, okay? But I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of crazy missions I could find, or because it's always my luck. Like, I always just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I just wish the companions would do better. They be pissing me off. I just use them. They're
I
like
don't I
backpacks.
don't like how you can't change their weapons. If you give them a weapon, it just
They
auto
should give
defaults back
you,
to what they're where what they use all the time. I don't like that because there's some
they
good weapons
had,
that in the game.
yeah, they had a lot of leg room to like really, really, really improve on the companion system. I think that's another place where they kind of dropped the ball. Like
Yeah.
I think you should be able to literally like go in your companion and set them up. Like you pull up a menu screen, like, okay, this is what I want you to have, this what weapon I want you to have, this was spacesuit, blah, blah, blah. Set up their perks or whatever, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah, because
Like I feel
you
like
can't do anything with them. They're really just purses because you give them stuff to hold pretty much at that point.
especially in the beginning,
Yeah.
because shout out to Beezy. I wonder if he's still in chat. He was walking around his first Bethesda experience. Let me put that out there just
Yeah.
to shoot my boy some bail, man. He was picking up everything because he just thought everything was important. Bethesda,
Oh,
if you play Bethesda games, you know they have a lot of gibberish and trash just laying around.
yeah.
He picking up books, cups, blenders,
He's just
dishes,
grabbing shit. I
and
will
then
say
he's like,
this, like it's something I did learn. Um, when you're playing Starfield, it gives you a description of something. Like if you look at something, it'll tell you if it's like a crafting material or if it's just junk or and apparently
mhm.
stuff from Earth, like that come from Earth in the game, are worth a lot of money because Earth isn't around anymore. Spoilers. I'm not gonna say why, but it's really interesting and that's funny because I did the same
But
thing in
it's
Skyrim.
I didn't blurt out the spoiler this time, eh? Huh? Huh?
You find out about it very early in the game, like in the first 30 minutes. They tell you about it.
Michelangelo.
Yo, what's going on, Sergey? What's going on, Abby? Hey, thank you guys for hanging out, man, for episode 167. We record this episode live. We record live every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern for our audio listeners, man. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, we were super light on news today, so we're just kind of jumping around a little bit, man, just talking about a little bit of anything and everything. Starfield's the topic once again, but I feel like, yeah, I, I did feel like a lot of major Mass Effect vibes from the initial playthrough of the game. Like
Oh, that's why it brought you
that's why it
in,
brought me in, man. Like that's what the thing that kind of bums me out about, just like you said, like the companion stuff, because you can't do in Mass Effect. You can give them weapons, upgrade their equipment. That's one part of the major RPG fantasy. I think that they dropped the ball on here, and hopefully, have you tried any mods? That's another thing I wanted to ask you because there's quite a few out now.
No, nah, I'm not gonna do none of that. A lot of people are using mods to have more space. I notice.
Yeah, mods for that, mods for frame rate. There's
Mm,
there's quite a few out there already.
yeah, that's crazy, and that's what another plus about Bethesda too, because they always like welcome modders to
Yeah,
kind of come in, and I don't know. Sometimes I look at it as a crutch, though. I can kind of look at it like, hey, don't be having my peoples come in here fix what you should have did, but it is what it is. Like I like the fact that they're open though.
that's the way. Yeah,
They're not so strict about it. Because some people are like, hey, don't touch my game. You know,
yeah. At least they
what are you
work with
doing?
the community and they've hired modders and stuff in the past. So which brings up my next question. We did. I don't know if you saw the report about Elder Scrolls 6, but apparently the game is in full production now.
I
Uh,
hope they ain't using the creation engine too.
who knows? I didn't see anything about it.
No, this is what they need to
Um,
do because they're about to make me mad. They're about to make me mad. Hey, take a break. Because the
yeah,
thing is, they say it's not that easy. When you get a new engine or whatever, you have to learn it. Blah 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 blah. Learn it.
I'll tell you
We
this
we
much. Here,
please.
here's my
I,
thing. I don't think we see Elder Scrolls 6 until the next Xbox. I think Bethesda is one of those studios, and it's going to be one of those studios going forward, right? That just do one game a generation. A Naughty Dog or another a Rockstar that will release one huge project. And I feel like
and
Starfield was
then
that for
they'll
them. You
give
know what I
us
mean?
and then they'll give us stuff like Doom and stuff. It'll just trickle in. They'll give us
Well,
like
yeah, id and all those other studios will do that. Yeah, while Bethesda's really just like working on the next big thing, and with Elder Scrolls 6,
no
man,
wait.
yeah, I don't.
No, Bethesda. Am I tripping? Don't Bethesda make Doom?
Yeah, am I sick, Avi? No, I'm not sick at all. Thanks for asking, though. Thanks for telling me I sound like shit. I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. But no, I'm just a little congested, guys. I do apologize about that. Just a little,
Mm.
just allergies,
Somebody
really, and we don't have any allergy medicine here. But yeah, man, like I feel like it was worth kind of bringing up and asking about because game development just keeps getting longer and longer. Every generation, and
I
I'm
think
kind of with
that's
you too. Like, just I hopefully they'll get either Unreal Engine 5 or something else to really kind of help them build the best Elder Scrolls game that they want to build. Because I mean
man.
that's a big one.
We I don't want to see Elden Scroll in my old man state, all right? And we still got the Bethesda faces, bruh. I don't want to see it. Like I
Hopefully, with
just
the
don't.
next generation of consoles, we won't have that. I mean, if you had to guess, right? So we're
Maybe
we're
like the
we're
yeah.
closing on
Uh,
2023.
they just be making
uh,
random
they
movements.
all
I'm
look like
like,
they're on
what are you
drugs,
doing?
man. They're on drugs, but the characters are
Everybody
on
high.
drugs.
Everybody high in space. Get
Right.
it? See
Everybody's
what
on
I
that
did?
space dust.
He
But
didn't
yeah,
get my
like if
joke.
you had to guess when you think Elden Ring, not Elden
Elder
Ring, God,
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls 6 is going to hit the streets. If you had to guess a year,
So we're 3 years into this gen.
hmm hmm
We do roughly about 8, maybe 10 before the new console comes out.
let's say that, yeah.
So 8 will put us. So we 3 years in. 5 years from now would be 2008.
2028, yeah. Which lines up with what came out in those court documents. Now that you say that, look at this guy, chat, putting
Yeah,
Sherlocking the pieces together. Look at this guy.
Detective DC. I will snitch on you. 2008. Shit, we might not see that till like I say 230.
2030. Ooh, oh man.
2030. Yeah, I'm gonna be old
What do
man.
you
I'm gonna be like,
imagine? Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you imagine life's gonna be like for you in 2030, man?
hopefully I'm being a lazy ass bum. I don't want to be working around that time. I tell you that much.
I hear you. 6, 7 years from now. Oh
Yeah, that's
man,
crazy, man. Oh man, all my nieces and nephews will be grown. That's
they'll
wild.
get to play Skyrim as adults. Skyrim 6 as adult. I mean,
And
Elder
I'll be
Scrolls
in the
6.
background and I'll be like, oh, damn it, Sonny, don't be picking up all that shit like
Yeah.
Uncle Beezy.
Honestly,
Don't be.
I honestly wish they didn't even bring it up. I know people were gonna ask them about it, but I feel like it's better to just kind of just take a hey, we're focused on Starfield right now. We're working on Elder Scrolls 6, but it's just like in pre-production, you know what I mean? So I kind of wish they would have just kind of left it alone and didn't make the announcement, because we're not gonna, just like you said, we're not gonna see that game for 5 to 6 years easy. Avi in chat is asking DC, where's your hat? She said no hat today. She's disappointed. You don't like his nice shaved head? Look at this guy, man.
Man, I had to let the cranium out, dog. Look at this nice shaved magical freaking. Yeah, look, because the thing is, I don't want to be typecast like LL, right? Because LL always be wearing a hat. You know what I'm saying?
And as long as you don't have a heavy shadow over your face, yeah.
No, because the thing is, like, if you wear hats and stuff like all the time, even though my head is cold as hell right now because I got the air on and it's blowing right on my cranium. Um, if you always wear a hat, they think like you're insecure about your head. I know I got a big ass head. Like that's kind of my main feature. So sometimes I gotta let the dome out, baby. Gotta let that thing breathe. You feel me?
Yeah, let the dome ski out, man. But
Yeah, man. I ain't insecure about my shit. Like I just like to wear hats because I be cold as hell. But
he's a chilly guy. Get this guy some hats, if you listeners.
Beanies. They're $5.
Run those plays up on these episodes so we can afford to get DC some hats.
And keep my head shaved too, because a lot of times I'm wearing a hat because like my hair grew back and I just do not be brushing that shit. It be looking crazy. I'm not even like balding or anything. It's just my hair just no, it's I don't know what the hell be going on with my hair, bro. Like it's really straight. It's not curly. It's not like, what do you call it? Coarse? Like
Coarse.
what's the
Yeah,
proper term for
when it's
nappy
rough.
as hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that. It's just straight. Like my hair is weird, so that's why I started rocking a bald head because I'm like, I try to brush the shit, it just fucking don't go anywhere. I don't know, man. My brother says the same thing. His hair like that too. He's just like, I don't know what to do with this shit. I'm like, rock a baldy, man.
I was about to say, is he gonna go bald? There's nothing wrong with being bald.
Hey, look, man, I love the bald and the beard. The ladies like it too. I get compliments. So
look at this guy, handsome guy right here, guys, with the glasses on, the specs. He is single, ladies. But
Date DC episode coming soon.
Oh, let's go. That was
we were I was letting people pick my Bumble dates when I was streaming.
Your Bumble dates? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like, I blurred out people information.
No, of course you didn't dox anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can on Bumble because no one's given like their real names or home information. I was just like, hey, what do you think of this person? and I'll read out some of the qualities. I'll show them a picture, and people
Did
was
any of
like,
those dates end up good?
"Shit was tragic." My dating
Oh,
life is in shambles. It's always in
oh.
shambles, but you know, it is what it is. I believe that there's, the stars will align in my favor one day.
Yeah, they will, man. Don't give up out here, man.
No, I'm
Don't
not a
don't.
giver upper. I've been putting a conscious effort to care more, if that makes sense.
Look at this guy
Because
caring.
usually I live my life in a bubble, and I just don't like. Usually, I just don't be giving a damn what's outside of my
I
bubble.
feel that. I feel
But
that.
I've been exploring the city, and because I will
Yeah,
stay in my closet. I'm trying to get out of that mentality of hating people.
it's tough, man. When everything is stress filled nowadays, everybody's just mad at everybody, man.
Yeah, my therapist told me go outside. Pretty much,
Hmm.
take your ass outside, man. It's a
That's why
world out
that's why
there.
we've been kind of like doing the same thing over here. Just getting out of here a little bit, getting out of these same walls, and just sticking your head up for
Hmm.
some fresh air, man. It's good, chat. You guys got to get outside. I know, things are still kind of scary out here, but if go out with some friends and family, you don't have to go out late in the evening, man. Just pick a Saturday afternoon and go do something fun. Like
Hmm.
it's good. It's good for
I
the
feel like
mental.
I feel like I should put my hat on now. Avi, my bald head is blinding you.
Yeah, first she tells me
Is
I
this a
sound like
bad
I
viewing
crap, and
experience?
then she says she hates your bald head,
Why
man.
is she attacking us? I ain't even
Wow,
said nothing about banning you today.
that's crazy. Yeah, thank you for watching, Ivy.
Mm,
Sheesh.
yeah, you're the best friend. Thanks. And
Thanks.
should we talk about you singing at your job and what you were singing? No, we're not going to talk about that. So about these video games, yeah, man. Anything you're looking forward to playing? Anything
Anything
besides
that's
Spider Man?
coming up, man, I will say I'm pretty excited for, and I know it's not coming out till next year, but Stalker 2.
Ooh,
That game gives me like really heavy Metro vibes, and I love that game series. I don't know, man. Like I really feel like I'm hitting there's a lot of really good games hitting that. Because I basically stopped playing a lot of like open world games, single player games, and I'm kind of getting back in that groove, man. Like I'm rediscovering my love for video games. I don't know, because it's just outside of that, all I did was play Apex for like the last 4 or 5 months, and it's good. There's a lot of stuff coming out. What about you, man? Is there something else coming out over the next year, I guess, or
not even the next year. I think about a couple of weeks. God, what's that game?
Party Animals,
No, Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest
WrestleQuest?
got an yeah, huh?
Oh, Dragon Quest. Oh, I thought you
Oh,
were talking
Dragon
about.
Quest has a new game coming out. I think on the
Really?
19th.
Hold on.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Dragon Quest my jam, dog.
Look at this guy, man. Are you still on the hunt for
Old
a
school
Nintendo
turn
Switch?
based. I don't even want one, bro. I just wait till a new one come out.
I don't
I feel
blame
like
you.
I missed that boat. Yeah, just give me the new one with whatever added stuff you're gonna put on it. I feel like, and then I barely like, because I know only time my PlayStation gonna really get some play is like Spider Man. Then shit, I might sell that. I've been kind of, I've been kind of on my PC, so
Nah, I got you.
into the PC Master Race and all that other weird shit they be talking
Yeah.
about. I don't know, but yeah, Dragon Quest because I was talking to the good brother Ivan about this, like because he feel me, man, like I just like the old turn-based
Yeah. RPG,
RPGs.
JRPGs. Yeah, I got you.
Like Final Fantasy is cool or whatever, but I just don't feel like it's for me. I don't think I'm gonna pick Final Fantasy up. Everyone says it's the greatest thing since forever, and like Final Fantasies used to just take like forever to beat, and the fact that
They
people
were
was like
grindy,
beating that
man.
shit,
Yeah, they were super
yeah, the
grindy.
fact that people were beating that shit with like in weeks, like I was just like. It's like you just beat it, and then like, man, the old Final Fantasy boy, whew,
One
he
thing,
was
one
there.
thing I don't like about the newer games, even 16 looked like a Devil May Cry game to me. I think that's the big thing, and I'm right there with you, man. Like I do miss like
All the
the more
fast and
turn based
flashy.
yeah, because there was one game actually I think you should check out that came out I think last week or the week before called Sea of Stars. it's
Yeah, I
a
saw that.
it's
I
a
saw
very
people playing
like
that.
traditional. I was actually thinking about picking it up, man, because I think it's on Switch and I could just buy it on that. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I miss your more traditional JRPG games, and excuse me, sorry guys. you know, you of course you got like your personas and stuff like that, but there really hasn't been like a. I mean, they're coming back around in style, but it seemed like there's been a good minute since there was something that was really highly rated. You know, in my opinion, as far as like JRPGs go. And Geo in chat, shout out Geo in chat. He said he thinks Stalker is going to be really bad. Why do you think that, Jiro? You know, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that. But yeah, man, I kind of miss playing JRPGs. Like I told you, I still play Lost Odyssey from time to time on my Xbox in our bedroom. Like I'll just like 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I'll play it for just a little
It's
bit.
just something about them that turn based. Like if you did, I don't know, because like I said, I think everything is just changing because it's just we're here now. It's
Yeah,
the future. Like we're older because I grew up on those type of RPGs. Like
right.
um yeah, like I grew up on those turn based like RPGs, and now like the faster paced ones. That's just for this new generation, I believe. Like because a
Yeah,
lot of people like it and they hate turn based. They're like, "Oh, that
yeah.
shit's too slow. I don't want to read all that. I don't want to press any
And a lot
buttons."
of
And
studios don't invest as much into them anymore. You know, you don't really have like AAA studios outside of Square Enix
we're
that
old sages, bro. We
yeah.
could say it.
Yeah,
We're old
and it's
sages.
okay, man. I mean, that's why you still have the indie scene that supports JRPGs, and you know that's why it's important for games like Sea of Stars, like what's the Octopath Traveler, like those types of games need to get the support that they do because
I'm still
you know
pissed I missed that on Xbox. That was on Game Pass.
it
How did I
was
miss
it
that,
was on Game
man?
Pass at one point, man, and you know those games I think are still very much needed, and I don't know, and I'm kind of right there with you, man. Like I said, like I feel like as I'm getting older, you know, I kind of crave different things for my time when I'm playing video games than I did when I was younger. Like I still have that very, very competitive side of me that will never go away. That I'm gonna keep playing. You know, I'm gonna keep playing FPS games and trying to be the best that I can at them. And you know, but I also have the side that just enjoys chilling and playing something like StarField or playing something like Mass Effect or you
Hmm.
know just a normal or a JRPG. You know, a Sea of Stars or something like. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
need that mixture. I feel like you need a mixture of games, right?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was playing Apex 4 in the morning. I don't know what kind of demon hell dogs are up at this time, but the worst mother lovers is on Apex at 4 in the morning.
Demons
Cause
out, man.
Jesus Christ, like, bro, I was like, I'm in pubs. Why are y'all so angry? I was like, why? We're fighting for our goddamn life. Bro, we was in this building, and I'm not the best shield swapper. I think
Yeah,
I might have swapped my shield like 3 or 4 times. We were just in there. It was so many death boxes near the door. I couldn't get out.
those games are fun. Those are the fun ones right there.
I was in there
Everybody's,
crying. I was like, make it stop.
you know, what I call stuff like that the continuous third parties. I just call it a death ball because that's all it is. It's just like a ball of just death, of bullets and stuff going everywhere. And shout out to Avi in chat, man. I'm not repeating what she said to you, DC. I'll let you read
Oh, so everybody from Detroit look alike, huh? You know what, Avi? I'm really trying. And then you always wonder, you always
Oh
banning
my
me. You
god.
always ban. Blah, blah, blah. I have not banned you today, and I will not. But anyway, back to these
Oh
crackhead lobbies.
shit.
Look, only reason we lost, first of all, my team was carrying me because I'm always getting carried. I'm a backpack. But, you know, we ran out of ammo, actually. We just was running. We didn't have no more ammo. And I was like, Ninjala, this is for you. Because I felt like I did something. I really I've been, I've been sitting in the
You've gotten a lot better, man.
I've been sitting in the I'm an assist player, all right. I just try to
No,
help.
don't relegate
No,
yourself, bro.
no, I am butt cheeks. I'm
Here we
not where I
go.
need.
Here we
But
go.
I've been going to the shooting range. Like I've literally spent like 30, 40 minutes in the shooting range trying to the way that you guys don't move when y'all shoot is probably the wildest concept that I
Just
like.
just
Y'all
keep your thumbs
literally
moving,
keep,
man.
no, you keep like the reticle on a straight line. Y'all move left and right, but it never goes up or down. And that shit blows my freaking mind. I'm like, how do they shoot? Because I was looking at like I watch like Ninjala a lot. Like I
Yeah.
study her. Like I just look like studying her crackhead motions is like
Well, she plays on keyboard
she
and mouse too.
The way,
as
but it's
well.
still keyboard and mouse, or like I watch Beezy, and it's like the
Yeah,
way he keeps his reticle just perfectly like mine, like when I like between the recoil and me being fidgety, like my shit be like all over the place. But
you just got to learn to center your right thumb, man. You just got to learn to not move your right thumb as much. It's hard to explain it, but when you're shooting in games like this, I mean, especially fast-paced
hold
games.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah, I
I'm
know you
sorry.
saw all of
I'm
those.
sorry to interrupt such a great podcast.
I know you
But there's a
saw
conversation
it.
in this chat that's not happening right now. Not when I got a sword, right? This is not what we're doing in here, guys, right? Filled with knowledge, huh? They just in there
Oh
just going
man,
off on the dome. They just in there going off
just
on me,
attacking
man.
you, man. I told you they were in here attacking you.
Y'all lucky it's a light day. Why I oughta
Oh my
get y'all up
god,
out of here.
my stomach hurts.
What the hell
Man.
was we? What was we talking about, man? Movement,
Oh,
apex
movement
movement.
in Apex and yeah, first person shooter. So yeah, I feel like what you do is you think too much. You have too many. You try to process too much stuff at once, and I feel like if you just focus on moving left and right, I promise you, like it'll take a lot of, because that's what I do. I'll just
You
wait.
said move left and right.
Like if you're in a gunfight, right, and you're strafing back and forth, like I'll do it, and I'll do that, then I'll throw a little duck in there. I'm paying more attention
No,
to
it's
what.
not even about like that. Like the movement is fine. I'm talking about like because even when you shoot your weapon, like depending on what you're shooting and what attachments you have,
Mhm.
like you're fighting against the recoil. Like to keep
Sure,
y'all don't understand how like perfectly y'all be
I see what
keeping
you're
y'all
saying.
crosshairs.
Yeah, we're 48 minutes in. I think we'll just put a pin
That's the
there.
flickering, BZ. BZ. When my fucking icons flicker, it sometimes it disconnects me from the it
That was
disconnects me from
weird.
the internet. Like it's stupid. I'm freaking sick of it. That's why I haven't been streaming too.
Yeah,
But yeah, like the way that y'all keep that shit so straight, I could show you. Like we could all go in the training room.
I'm gonna teach you, man. I'll teach you.
It's like weird to keep that thing straight.
I'll teach you,
But
bro.
no, I've been in a room. Like I've been in the training. I've been watching some tips. Najela ain't the person you want to watch if you like. She crackhead movement. I don't know what's going
You
on
would
with her.
have to already have an understanding what the hell she's doing. Yeah, it's useless for trying to no.
And I just don't like when she just be talking to other people when she be doing that because that's disrespectful. Like the girl she be eating a sandwich, be drinking coffee, team
Cause
wiping.
she ain't worried about him, bro. Cause that movement. I'm telling you, movement is the biggest. How do you think I'd be escaping out of all those situations and stuff? Like you just have to try to get away, man. You try anything and everything. Just don't think about it.
Yeah.
Just flow, man. Just run. So I'm thinking
Oh no,
like,
I got some good kills yesterday. But then it's just like any other thing too, because it's like I was really, really decent at one point. Like when I was playing a lot. Like that one season when I
yeah.
was the only one playing, because I think you and Arrow, I don't know what happened. Like
I
y'all
think
was
we were playing
playing.
Cold War. I think that was it when we were playing Cold War.
Yeah, and I was playing Apex like 4 hours, 5 hours every day I was playing.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. It's like Street Fighter. Because like right now, if I turned on Street Fighter, I'm getting washed. Because I haven't played Street Fighter in like 2 weeks. If I turn that on now, I'm getting washed.
Not
Like,
watch.
but
Yeah,
then
yeah,
when
yeah. I feel that.
but when I started playing, like it gets a little bit better. And then it was the same thing with like Apex. Like if you put that time in, but it's just so many games. And then
It's
with me
too many
working,
games, man. Yeah, and you have to adult on top of it. Like,
they didn't work overtime like me today. But I mean, that's a choice. I'm not even saying that like it's a
nah,
bad
of course
thing.
not. Of course not. Yeah,
But
you're securing your future, bro. You're doing the
some
right thing.
people just have a natural knack, right? Like I feel like you or Beezy or whatever, like y'all just have this. Some people have just stuff that they're like naturally good at, or games that they're just naturally good at. They got a good
Yeah,
concept, they got, just great knowledge. And then it's like people like me, like I just have to try a little bit harder. It's almost like a damn anime. Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Nah, I feel that, man. Everybody has games they're good at.
Naruto was
Like,
trash. Remember when he was on that swing
yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning as a child, as a juvenile? He was just trash.
Couldn't make one shadow clone and went to make hundreds. Yeah, that's gonna be you, man. I mean, I'll say this much. I think you, like I said, I think you've gotten a lot better this season. And since we've been playing, this is definitely the most I've played Apex in a long time.
I'm gonna tell y'all my secret, right? This is my secret, chat. Check me out. Let me cook. Hold on. All I do is I just every time you notice, I'm like, hey Darius, I'm right behind you. Because I'm always following him.
Yeah,
Because I
just
feel like if I get in a fight, I could scream for help. Help me.
and I
I'm
swear I don't
down.
do it on purpose, man. I really think like I swear I must have ADHD or something because
Oh, I'm flickering
you're
again.
out of here. Oh man, thank you guys for watching episode 167, man. I think it's best to just kind of cut off here, man. That's all right, man. Thank y'all for hanging out, man, for episode
This will be
167, man.
edited out of the, of
Uh-oh.
course.
Yep, up, and there it goes again.
Yeah,
It's rebelling.
mm,
Yeah, man, this was a lighter episode for us, man. We were just kind of hanging out, having fun, man. I hope you guys hope y'all enjoyed this kind of a format. Let me know if y'all did, man, in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this kind of loose, just talking about anything and everything. I think it was pretty fun. I appreciate y'all hanging out and commenting and stuff and talking in chat, man. This was one of the most interactive chats we've had in a while as well, too. So thank y'all for hanging out. We will see you guys again next week, where we may or may not have a guest. I'm not telling you who or what, but there might be a guest coming next week. So we'll see you guys next Saturday, hopefully around 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll keep you posted. DC, you got anything, man? Are you still here?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I just would like to say my computer is getting sent back to where it came from. That's what I would like to
Yeah, I
say.
think that's on the
So,
board, man.
if we hold out, if that happens, if I have to, then I'm
We'll
gonna
just
have
take a
to.
vacation.
Well,
We'll
yeah,
take a
we're gonna
vacation.
take a well-needed
We'll take a
vacation, but
vacation, man. Here's what it is.
I'm about to actually call Main Gear right now because they're still open. Because I'm a little fire fucking hot right now.
Yeah, go
I'm a little
ahead,
pissed
man.
off.
Yeah.
But yeah. Besides that, man, hey man, one of the biggest consumers of podcasts, the truckers, baby, Trucker Nation, man. Shout out to all the truckers, man. Hopefully, we're making it to some of their cabins.
Appreciate you guys.
While they're on the road, stay safe out there on the road, guys. Get that rest. You know what I'm saying? Get the rest. Make sure you get into your destination. All right. And that's all I got to say before my screen starts exploding again.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out for episode 167, man. We will see you guys next time. Peace.